Welcome back to Man on a Beach. I'm here at Talmine Bay, Skinnet Beach in Sutherland, and I'm with Sarah. Sarah, what does the beach mean to you?
For me, it's being alive and very freeing the spirit away from all the modern things of life. You can come up here and swim in the sea and just float around. I was swimming with a seal the other day, came up to say hello, and the next day was some fish that came up to say hello. And the sand here has got lots and lots of glitter in it because of the rocks, which means that when you've walked into the sea and you've stirred up the sand under your feet, you're actually swimming in glitter. And it really does look like somebody's emptied a pot of Christmas glitter into the sea. And the sun was shining so brightly the other day, and the sea is so clear here that you could actually see the patterns of the waves on the sand. So it was a very magical and peaceful experience just floating about in it. And even when it's stormy here, just standing out in the wind and the waves crashing around you is just amazing. It's very, very peaceful, very restorative. It's wonderful.
Can we talk about your background informing your interest in the historical side of this and your occupation and so on?
I'm really interested in the very earliest people that were up here. Today it's a very empty landscape, but from prehistory up to when the Vikings were here, it was very, very full of people, and there are castles and what they call brochs, which are like tower houses, and all sorts of evidence for Iron Age houses up here. So it was a very, very populated part of Britain, even right up until the 1800s, when they had the infamous clearances up here that actually formed the landscape you see now with the crofts, because everybody originally lived inland. They didn't originally live on the edge of the coast like they do now.
So these would be crofting strips, I think.
These are all crofting strips around us now, and originally the ancestors of the people here actually lived further in, where there's absolutely nobody in Sutherland now.
I went to Helmsdale on the other side.
Yes.
And there's a brilliant museum there called the Time Span Museum, and it's on the site. And she was talking about the movement of people down, and they've got a CGI recreation of the lifestyle and the way they farmed inland before.
Yes. That if you go from Helmsdale further inland, up Strathkildonan, there were thousands of people living up there. And in 1 year, something like 2,000 people were cleared out of there to make way for the sheep. And a lot of those people went to Canada and New Zealand and Australia. And one of them was the great-great-grandfather of one of the Prime Ministers of Canada.
It's so tranquil here now, though, as well, despite that resonance that you've just described.
It's one of the reasons I come here, is the peace and the tranquility and the sort of gentleness of the atmosphere here.
Well, thank you very much.
That's okay, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.